The biggest secret on my biggity
The
journey.
biggest secret.
On my pickety journey.
What you guys don't know is that first person I saw, you ready for this? Harry Treasure.
Libo. I don't know, but hey, Bekeleke. You guys, I mean, those housemates are literally keeping it real right now. They are literally keeping it real. Okay, guys, so I'm not gonna lie. The one housemate who actually, whose secrets confession really got to me, I'm not gonna lie, is Libo. I mean, literally, hearing Libo make this confession made me feel like, Libo. Like, really? You had a crush on Terry Vino? Hey, you had a crush on Terry, your best friend. You had a crush on Terry Treasure. Hey, Lipopo. You guys, in this video, I'm going to be telling you. I'm just going to be giving you the gist, right? But hey, the one person I'm going to single out from this gist is Lipo. I'm going to do a lot to him. I'm going to dissect a lot of things in this video. Guys, if you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. My name is Juliette. You're welcome to another update of the Bbmzansi show. You guys, we like to keep it real here. If you like reality shows, real-time stories, please click on the subscribe button right now so that you don't and of course turn on the post notification bell so that you don't miss a thing whenever I share new content in this video. Now guys, literally, I'm not gonna lie, these housemates have been like trying to be very, very, very intimate with themselves. They've been sharing very interesting things about themselves. They've been like, they've just been vibing. But I'm not gonna lie, one of the things that happened early yesterday was actually seeing this funny, would I call it disagreement, would I call it quarrel, between altercation, I don't even know what to call it, but there was this funny disagreement or argument between Tools and Libo. You guys, I mean, literally listening to those guys, I'm like, oh, whatever, you guys should deal with your stuff. Looking at the way Gasho was really smiling when he was watching them, have the altercation, I'm like, you know what, this is guys' argument. It's not even going to be a loud one. I mean, they were just arguing, and you guys know it literally had to do with all the stealings that have been happening in the house. And guys, I'm not going to talk about that altercation between Libo and Tus because I feel these guys are cool and they're going to be forever cool. The one person's confession that really got to me was actually listening to Libo's confession. So you guys know that they've been working on their secret wager task. Sorry, I said secret weekly wager task, and it's all about making up their stories, like telling their stories of what they've been through, what they've experienced for the past ninth week, 10th week in Big Brother house. And so, you guys, this guy came up with the style of, telling their story. It sounds very, very interesting. But you guys, I mean, like when they were doing their rehearsals, I literally cracked up. So the secret confession that Gashon said, one of the secret confession he has is that he stole a cupcake that belonged to Sister Mara because he was invited. Tool said, you know what? I also ate Cherry Treasure's ribs rather. That he ate. He was one of those people that instigated that stealing. And I said it earlier in my video that Tools has been saying that anybody that wins Friday Arena game that is going to request for whatever the sticks, the meat, the whatever Biggie gives them. Because guys, Tools loves food like Ashwan, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, so he kind of exposed, Tools actually exposed that the reason why he actually stole Terry's ribs, he was the one that actually stole it. And then he had to invite Libo, and maybe he told Libo to go and talk to Gashon, and then they both joined and ate the ribs together. So it's not look like he was the only one that is culprit. So actually, while they were doing that secret task, they actually while they were working on their task, they actually exposed that secret. Mpo's secret, and Temba said that the only thing that was his secret in the house was that when he was HOH in the house, that he never used to make his bed. The only time he makes his bed in a week is just on Monday when he knows the new head of house is going to take over the place. I'm like, okay, you're excused. Mpo's confession was when she said that, you know what, the truth is that nothing is hidden in Big Brother's house, and so because of this, like the only confession she has to make is that she has been true to her game. But I'm not gonna lie, looking at the way Mpo said this,
I'm the wild card, guys.
I'm like, this baby's forever a prank mistress. She's forever a prank master. She's like, I'm the wild card. And I'm like, girl, this girl she has her head in the game. I mean, looking at these guys had been having conversation about wild card, wild card, wild card. She just felt like, okay, you know what, let me bring it up. And you just need to give it up to Go for always being that smart head. So she's like, you know what, my secret in the house is I've been true to the game, I've been true to myself, no secrets. And guys, that was it. And so, I mean, Gashon's story secret did not really get to me. Two secret did not get to me. Temba secret did not get to me. Pro secret did not get to me. But hey, guys, Libo. Hey, when Libo said that his secret was that the first day he came into the house, the first person he saw, the first crush he had was Terry. I'm like, okay. We know why, because Terry's boodalicious. She's sexy. She's sexylicious. She's curvaceous. So who wouldn't be dripping? So you guys, when he actually exposed, I'm like, okay, this is quite interesting. And now this is where I'm going to be dragging this matter. You guys know, I don't know if you know me, you know this channel, you understand the kind of content that I share here. I am an advocate for great relationships and communication. I love to stress and emphasize on having great relationships and, communication. And so looking at this thing, I'm like, okay, let's look at all the ladies that Libo actually had a thing for in the house. Like, let's look at all the ladies critically. The three ladies Libo had a thing to do with in the house. I mean, the first person was Nale. You guys remember? It was like she has a crush on Nale, and then that one didn't work out, or Nale didn't even see Libo at all. And then you move from Nale to Bo, and you guys, later they started up something, they had their back and forths, and then Tato was also in the middle while Po was going on. And you guys, we're now hearing about Terry Treasure. I'm like, so why is it that at the end of the day, Libo ended up not having great relationships with all these ladies? Like, with Terry and Libo, it was more like they were just enemies before Terry left the house. With Mpo, it would have been Cold War if they had both not made it to top 5. I mean, it's just a top 5 vibe that actually is helping them vibe back together and act like they're cool. But without that, they would have been like strong enemies. On Tato's part, Tato's just been the one that's been trying to be cool. Like, I don't know, but for some reason, I feel like Libo actually has this thing. And, with the way Libo has been, we all know that Libo came into the house wishing and hoping to have a relationship in the house, but he didn't get one. And looking at the fact that he says, you know what, he wants some affection, I'm like, this dude wants something, but at the end of the day, he didn't get it in the house. Is there probably a reason why Libo didn't get affection in the house? Is there a reason why his relationships didn't work with the ladies in the house? And I'm like, hey, I don't know, but if there's anything I'm gonna say right now in this channel, in this video, is that I'm gonna say one thing Libo has to do immediately he leaves the Big Brother show is to actually visit a relationship therapist. You guys, I know in Africa, I know we Black people, we don't even understand what that means, therapy and all that kind of thing. But I'm telling you, a lot of us need it. And Libo, from my calculations and miscalculations, Libo definitely needs to talk to a relationship therapist. Like, because this dude, if he keeps on going this way, being very bitter, being very hard on every girl that he gets to end up with, and then maybe break out, break away from, I think it's just going to affect him, considering that he's this kind of very emotional person that really, really wants to get down with, with a lady. Like, we literally know this guy wants to vibe in the love triangle, but he just couldn't find himself in one. So I just feel like his relationship, I think his relationship man, I feel his personality kind of affects the kind of relationships that he had in the house. And you guys, I don't know, I just felt like I needed to really throw some spotlight on that. Basically, guys, going back into what's happening in Biggie's house, looking at the way Libo and people have been going, they are vibing really, really cool. And I'm going to say one reason why Libo is actually vibing with Mpo is because I personally feel like Mpo is actually also like really trying and maybe a bit matured. Because really, if there are some kind of ladies who like to vent and stick with hate, that loves to fight, there's no way Libo is going to make up with that person. So I don't know, but I kind of see a lot of feminine side in Libo. I just feel like maybe at the end of this show that kind of learns that there are certain things that he needs to tape down on, and that is like you know being very soft when it comes to the women. Because I don't know, but for a fact, I feel like Libo acts like a woman. I don't know if you guys also noticed, but I just noticed that Libo like acts more like a woman than a guy because of the way he actually handles his relationship. Anyways, moving forward, we're seeing these guys like work together, the bonding, the vibing. We know it's on the friendship level. We know Mpo is not even gonna allow the relationship. We know Libo won't have the head to carry a relationship with Mpo. So they've both been vibing. It's been very interesting. All right, guys. Anyways, moving away from the Libo and relationship story, guys. I'd like to also talk about this task these guys had yesterday. They had this task where they had to make what's pizza cooking task. It was pizza, and guys, I'm not gonna lie, Gashwan's rating everybody's pizza was just it for me. Like literally, I mean, in this season of the Big Brother and Zanzi, we actually saw the ladies coming the least when it comes to cooking. Gashwan literally said Mpo scored 2 out of 10. And the funny part of it that he scored 10 by 10 over 10. I'm like, really? Like, Temba had the highest score, according to Gashon. And I'm like, looking at Temba that said he doesn't know how to cook but fry eggs. I'm like, hey, this guy is actually grew in this. So, I mean, that pancake, the pizza thing was actually quite hilarious for me. Now, guys, moving forward, literally, I don't know, but I really like the fact that the guys in the Big Brother Nzansi like really came through when it comes to the kitchen things. Because you all know, I mean, I don't know, but I don't know, maybe we kind of have woke men who always come to the Big Brother show and they always end up in the kitchen doing the most. I mean, they kind of help me understand that, you know what, this narrative of women being in the kitchen, like they're breaking it. I'm like, yeah, you guys should keep it real. Anyways, literally, we're just looking forward to seeing what these guys have to do. I think Gashon was the one who took the exercise today and he was just busy doing like this. I'm like, Gashon, who do you want to fight? Are you trying to instigate fight? Do you want to are you going to give us any last fight for the season? If they're going to give us, of course, we're looking out for that. You guys, this is literally everything. I don't think there's anything loud happening in the house. It's just a weekly wager task. And you guys were here to give you the updates of what's up that comes up in the Big Brother show. You guys, I'm going to see you all in another video for now. Thank you so much for your watch time.